Welcome to Hatsuri Recaps. Today I'm going to explain an American action comedy film called Free Guy. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The film opens in the world of Free City, a video game where players can take part in action-packed missions like spy jobs or bank robberies. The top players in the game are the ones that wear glasses, as it gives them an advantage over other characters. Among the many non-player characters is Guy, a bank teller who enjoys his boring and routine lifestyle. He works with his best friend, the security guard at the bank named Buddy, and they always have to play the parts of the helpless bank employees every time they get robbed. Elsewhere in Free City, a top-ranking player of Molotov Girl is interrogating another player for information on an artifact she's searching for. Once she gets what she wants, the Molotov Girl shoots that player and walks away. On the street, she walks near Guy and Buddy, and Guy hears Mariah Carey's song A Fantasy play. As Molotov Girl passes by, he comments on the song, which surprises her because she's able to hear all of the common words each NPC says. Guy decides to follow her but is hit by a train, sending him back to his home to relive everything that day. When Guy goes back to work, the robbery takes place. Instead of staying on the ground like always, Guy decides to do something different and tries to take the sunglasses from the robber, but the situation doesn't stop with just taking the glasses. He accidentally kills the player with his own shotgun. Even when the player in the real world tries to take Guy down, Guy takes the sunglasses and comes out of the bank. When he puts them on, he sees various parts of the game highlighted to show what they're looking for, like the missions and targets. Everything he sees is new to him. Guy then notices a health box next to him and he picks it up. The health box heals him from the injuries inside the bank and makes him refreshed. He continues living life as an NPC but with more knowledge about the Free City than other NPCs. One day, when Guy tries to change things like his regular coffee order, the other NPC appears to get suspicious of Guy. Understanding that, he suddenly changes his order back to the one he always does. Outside in the real world, Tsunami, the company behind Free City, finds Guy's activities and thinks of him as a hacker who used an NPC skin to take out other players. Two employees from Tsunami, Keys and Moza, go into the game after taking their avatars as a stripper cop and a pink rabbit to deal with Guy. They find him and chase after him, but since he got limited edition sneakers, he's able to jump high. With that ability, Guy manages to jump away, but they keep chasing him with their guns to escape from them. Guy tries to grab a wrecking ball, but he misses and falls, saving himself with a bubble suit. Towards the end of the chase, Keys and Mouser manage to find Guy and kill him, thinking that they've taken the hacker out of the game. Keys feels something strange as the number of online players didn't change after they killed Guy, indicating that it wasn't actually a hacker. Then an interview of Keys with Millie is shown, as they were masterminds behind Free City before Keys' current boss Antoine stole their idea and changed the game into its current state. Millie tries to get evidence of Antoine's crimes because she knows that proof of their code is hidden somewhere in the safe house inside the game she's trying for so long to infiltrate and get the evidence while playing as Molotov Girl. Guy later finds Molotov Girl outside the safe house. As she's about to make the move, Guy wants to join her in her mission and elsewhere, but he can't because he's a low-level player while she's at a higher level. To get to her level, Guy starts taking on missions with the glasses and pulls off several heroic acts, such as returning stolen money and pulling kids away from traffic. Players in real life notice Guy and soon he becomes a viral sensation and people start addressing him as Blue Shirt Guy. Guy tries to convince his security friend Buddy to join him after stealing another pair of glasses, but Buddy thinks it's too dangerous and rejects the offer. Antoine realizes the popularity of Guy and wants his employees to keep Guy in the game. The company is also set to launch a Free City 2, which Antoine wants out in 2 days' time despite it not being fully coded, and he makes it worse by telling Keys that the game is not compatible with the first game, so most of the characters from Free City 1 will not be there in Free City 2. Back inside the game, Guy gets to the highest level and therefore goes to the safe house while Millie makes her next attempt to get in. Unfortunately, Millie is caught and she is about to get killed. Guy crashes through the stairs on a motorcycle and helps fight off the villains before escaping on a hang glider. Later on, the two of them hang out and eat bubblegum ice cream, which they both like and consider to be underrated. At the end of their date, Guy kisses Molotov Girl, which surprises Millie back in the real world. Meanwhile, Keys starts to notice many changes exchanges among the NPCs. He discusses it with Millie and tells her about a girl in the coffee shop who learned how to make a cappuccino through trial and error, while another character wrote a book on gender roles after she encountered Guy. This is good news for Millie and Keys because their idea for the game that turned into Free City had the NPCs grow and develop over time as they adapt, and that's what Guy has been doing, so it's actually proof of their claim that Antoine stole Keys and Millie's code for Free City. Keys also informs Millie that the current world of Free City will be lost once the sequel is launched. Millie goes back into the game and brings Sky to the place where other players gather and tells him the truth that he's just a character in a video game. Once the realization hits him, Guy feels very sad and runs to the beach. There he finds something hidden behind the beach. He goes to Buddy's house and tells him about the truth that he heard from Millie. Understanding Guy's pain, Buddy attempts to cheer him up by assuring him that the moment they're experiencing together is real. Buddy then joins Guy as he decides to help Millie get the file she wants. When he reaches the safe house, the god Avatar is excited to meet Guy because of his popularity. He happily lets Guy rob him and take what he wants, even asking Guy to kill him, which Guy refuses to do. He later brings the file to Millie, which is the evidence that she's been looking for against Antoine. However, Antoine is angry with Guy and thinks that he'll ruin the sales of Free City too. To save the game from Guy, Mouser suggests that they reboot the server to stop Guy from doing unnecessary things back in the game. Guy and Millie see the file that he gave her and find out the information about an island that proves her and Keys' code is in the game. Just as Guy remembers about the island he's seen before the game is rebooted, which causes Guy to go back to his programmed life. After the reboot, Millie logs back in, but Guy doesn't remember who she is. She asks Keys for help and he tells her that the character Guy is a lovelorn NPC who is always searching for his dream girl and he just needs something to help trigger the code. Millie then finds Guy and kisses him, and it brings back all of his memories, including where he saw the island just beyond the city's horizon. Guy and Millie then bring up all the NPCs in Free City together and inspired them to migrate to the island and follow their own choices instead of what they were coded to do. With all the NPCs gone, the players are left confused to play the game further. Antoine soon finds out about Molotov Girl and learns that it's Millie. He orders Mouser to delete her and Guy from the game. Mouser starts to manipulate the game's environment by destroying everything close to them as Guy tries to drive them outside the city, but Keys intervenes and helps them by creating a ramp to escape the destruction. Antoine finds out about this and fires Keys from the company, but before leaving he creates a bridge for Guy and Millie so they can cross the bridge safely. Antoine then orders Mouser to shut the game down, which deletes all the players including Molotov Girl from the game, but Keys secretly conducts a live broadcast of Guy to all the players so they can still watch Guy despite being connected from the game. Antoine then orders Mouser to launch Do, the bigger, stronger, dumber version of Guy that isn't fully finished but uses him as Antoine's final effort to get rid of Guy. Suddenly from nowhere, Buddy arrives at the beach and helps Guy while he gets tossed around by Dude. Buddy then passes the sunglasses to Guy and, using it, Guy brings up Captain America's shield and a Hulk fist as well as a lightsaber to fight Dude. However, Dude overpowers Guy until he puts the glasses on Dude, which makes him see the world as Guy does. Guy and Buddy start running towards the island, at which point Antoine starts to lose it and decides to completely erase Free City. Mouser stops helping Antoine after finding out he stole the code. Antoine then begins smashing everything with an axe, causing the city's environment to be deleted, including the bridge. And Buddy Guy runs as fast as he can before the bridge gets completely deleted and breaks through the barrier, making it to the island, which is then revealed to the NPCs and the players in the real world. Millie meets Antoine in the server room and makes a deal with him to let her have the code to the game while he can keep the Free City name for sequels, to which Antoine agrees. After that, Free City 2 is launched and Antoine starts to face heavy investigations at work, and in the media, Millie, Keys and Mouser together develop another game called Free Life, the game they always wanted to make. Millie then makes Guy understand the situation and breaks up with him, and after some days Millie watches a video in which Keys describes that Guy's character's algorithm was created from his own love from Millie. She realizes this and goes to meet him in town, and they share a kiss. Back in the game, Guy and Dude have become really good friends, but Guy misses Buddy while they both walk in the streets. Guy suddenly notices Buddy standing on the other side. It seems like Buddy was brought back to life in the game, and the two best friends